Thank you. Sitting early, I can see we're going to run out of time. If we've got, I think, 12 or 13 people already want to speak for or against it. So I think we need to have some agreement now about whether we take 15 minutes on the side or pick some number, because I hate to insist and not get to a vote.
That's fine. I'll have my folks that are speaking for me on this bill just keep their remarks to about 2 minutes, if that's okay with you.
Let's ask staff to hopefully have some kind of tab with the clock, so we have an equal, close to equal time for those that are for and against.
That would be fine.
Okay. It's 10 to 12. This is about 35 minutes, so we'll have time for other bills. Hopefully that'll give everybody a chance to say what they want to do about shut up. And let's go along then. And for the folks who want to speak against, you'll have about 16 or 17 minutes. And people for it can have more than that because you've already had some. So go ahead and proceed.
Thank you, sir. Yes, just so long as the people that I have here can speak for my bill, that's fine.
And they can't. You're in control of the time.
Okay, thank you, sir. Mr. Greenburg?
Thank you, Senator, Mr. Chairman. I enjoyed, when I was excuse me, my name is Dan Greenburg. I'm an attorney here in Little Rock. I speak just for myself. I work for kid nonprofits, but I want to be clear, I speak just for myself here. I really enjoyed speaking before committee when I was a legislator, but I remember serving on one committee that I think I would never want to appear before, legislative audit. And it's my observation when you appear before the audit committee, it's not so much fun. You typically don't want to be there. Nobody likes being monitored or audited, and very few people like auditing or monitoring, but we all know that the process has very useful results. It just takes measures to ensure that public resources are being used well and not used wastefully. That's what this bill does. As Senator Urban noted, this bill is about legal monitoring as well as financial monitoring. And the focus of the legal aspect is to make sure that the federal government doesn't go beyond its constitutional boundaries. And with your permission, I'd like to read you 4 sentences from a United States Supreme Court opinion. He's about 10 years old. It's the holding from Prince versus United States. Congress cannot compel the states to enact or enforce a federal regulatory program. Congress cannot circumvent that prohibition by conscripting the state's officers directly. The federal government may neither issue directives requiring the states to address particular problems, nor command the state's officers and those of their political subdivisions to administer or enforce a federal regulatory program. It matters not whether policymaking is involved, and no case-by-case weighing of
Excuse me, Mr. President. We've asked the public not to come to the table and talk to the citizens. Please, go ahead.
Such commands are fundamentally incompatible with our constitutional system of dual sovereignty. You know, all this means is that the federal government can tell state governments what to do in some circumstances. You can't tell states what to do in other circumstances. The federal government can tell state governments what to do as employers. The federal government can't tell states what to do when they're acting as state governments. And this bill is simply designed to warn state government employees and legislators and the public whenever the federal government threatens to overreach its authority. This is not a burdensome requirement, it's just common sense. It's the fulfillment of all of our duties to uphold the Constitution. It's just an early warning system to make sure you're doing things right. I'd be happy to take any questions about any legal aspects of the bill.